My biggest piece of advice is to spread your wings and just fly, because we truly are only given one chance on this earth, and if you waste that time, oh gosh. If you waste that time doing something you're not passionate about, the worst thing you can do is look back and regret any part of your life, because you never know when your life is gonna end. My name is Novotny. I live in Denver, Colorado, and I'm an online health coach and lifestyle blogger, and I'm a balance leader. I grew up in a really small hick town in central Wisconsin. The people there enjoy drinking beer and eating cheese, and so that's a lifestyle I grew up with. It's not a very active state, probably because 9 months out of the year it is very cold and snowy, so people don't really like being outside, and it's not very active, which was hard for me when I started getting into fitness, because I wasn't really motivated by anyone, because no one else was doing the same thing I was doing. My mom was the reason that I got into fitness. If it wasn't for my mom, I definitely would not be where I am today. She was always, even when I was little, like one of my first memories was her working out, doing Pilates, watching a TV, like a VCR of a workout channel, of her like doing Pilates in the living room, and I was sitting on the couch watching her, and that's like one of my first memories I have. So I completely grew up with her working out and living an active lifestyle. So my parents got divorced when I was a sophomore in high school, junior in high school, and in high school I just kind of hung out with my friends and didn't really let it sink in, and I just kind of like ignored the fact that it was happening. And then when I went off to college, I started drinking quite a bit, and just like every college student, I guess, but I think I was treating it as a way of coping with the divorce. And then obviously with drinking comes those late night snacks and eating, so I put on weight pretty fast, and it really got to me. And then I went out to California to visit my mom. Her and my stepdad were living there at the time, and I just felt really unhappy in my body and who I was, and I didn't feel good. You know, when you're not eating good foods and you're not working out, you just don't feel good. At least that's how I was. So my mom just encouraged me to go on a run and just try it out. And in California, there's this thing called the Strand, which lines the beach in the ocean. And she was like, just go out, run down to this wall, touch it, and come back, and it's 2 miles. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I went out and went on the run, and the first mile was the absolute worst, and I was miserable, and I kept asking myself, what am I even doing? But then once I got to that wall and turned around and started running back and got back home, I have never felt more accomplished in my life. It was just like a really great feeling, and I think I felt that runner's high, and I just kind of stuck to that ever since. So it was really that first run that I've ever done out on the Strand is where my kind of fitness journey took off. Yeah, I definitely had a feeling of I can do anything I put my mind to, and nothing can hold me back. And then after that, I followed it up with like 5 half marathons, because I truly fell in love with running. And now I enjoy lifting as well and doing other types of workouts, but nothing compares to running, for me at least. I have a runner's high, and I get that runner's high, and nothing compares to that. So actually I was training for one of my half marathons, and I got shin splints, and then I kept running, and one of my shin splints turned into a stress fracture, so I could no longer run. I went to the doctor, and he was like, the only way to heal this is to stop running. And obviously by this time I was really invested into living a healthy lifestyle, and I didn't want to just stop and not do anything. So that's when I started getting into lifting, because I was still able to do like any type of lifts. It just couldn't be high impact. Tommy and I met from actually two of our friends hooked us up, and we were all in accounting together. So Tommy's a CPA, and I was in accounting, and then two of our friends that hooked us up were also in accounting. So it was a big accounting friend group, I guess you could say. Tommy was with me the entire journey from my passions changing from accounting to fitness. So he saw what lit me up, and he knew what I wanted to do deep down. And for him being there for me and just saying, Laura, this is what you love, this is what you are passionate about, let's do this, let's take this step, we'll figure it out no matter what. I definitely don't think I could have taken that leap of faith, and I don't know if I would have if I didn't have him supporting me. So having someone there to support you through a life-changing experience like that is definitely something that I don't think I could have done without him. Yeah. So it just kind of got to the point where I realized if I went all in on one thing, so if I went all in on my own business, I could do way more than what I'm doing now. So it just kind of, Tommy and I talked about it, and we had to make some sacrifices, and it was scary. It was a really scary thing to do because it's not like a set salary every month, and I had to give up health insurance, and it can be scary to take that leap. But it felt right, and I prayed a lot, and there was just a sign that it was time to do it, and time to go all in and do anything and everything I possibly could to make my dream become a reality. I fully stand behind the message that Balance is trying to put out, and that's why I am a part of Balance and always will support and be a part of Balance, because for me, going from being a strict hardcore bodybuilder to now kind of shifting into just a balanced lifestyle and a healthy lifestyle has been huge for me, and it has opened so many more doors, and it's just made me fulfilled from the inside out versus just kind of outside in. Waking up every day and knowing that I'm able to help thousands of people across the entire world with their fitness and health journey, and even like inspiring them to chase their dreams, do whatever they want to do. That's what fulfills me, and that's what fills my heart up and lights me up every day, and I am so grateful to have that opportunity.